Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
We're back.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, third time's the charm, y'all. It's very hard to record this one. It's like the devil don't want y'all to hear it.
No.
This is gonna be a blessing for somebody.
It has to be this is like the third time.
Yeah, this is the blessing. You know. So how was your week?
My week was pretty fantastic. Minus the realization that I have a couple of haters.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you. I put coconut oil on it.
It looks really good.
Yesterday.
It's all like even.
Is it? Girl, I cut it.
It look like you're flourishing. Are you pregnant?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just am glowing up.
I feel you. The glow up.
I'm glowing up. And so, the haters are coming out of the woodwork. So check this out, right?
Did you get jumped?
No, bitch. So I don't ever check my voicemails, ever.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
I just don't check it. So I had like 300 voicemails in my inbox. So
they let you go up to 300?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I randomly one night, I was drinking wine and I was like, let's just check these voicemails because there are a lot of numbers on here I don't recognize. So, and they like left me some long voicemails. So all the numbers I didn't know, I would play them. So I get a phone call from some of my coworkers at my job. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are they talking? And I immediately recognize their voices. And I'm like, oh my God, they're talking shit about me.
Did they call you on accident?
Yes.
Somebody butt dialed you.
They butt dialed me and they were talking shit about me.
That is hilarious.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Was it clear?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, I mean, the phone was not like, they didn't have it in their hand, obviously.
Do you think the person that called you meant to call you so that you could hear them talking shit, or was the person that called you talking shit too? It
was two of them. So one, I know that they couldn't possibly have called me.
What did they say?
So the situation was, I created the health department's Instagram, mm-hmm. and me and another dude did. But the guy that I was working with at the time got fired. So I changed all the logins to and emails and I changed all that shit, right?
Yeah, so you couldn't come back.
Mind you, this was like the beginning of last year. Mm-hmm. So I totally, they told me that I couldn't use it because it hasn't been verified. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right. So completely forgot about it. And so the girl that was on the other end of the call, she wanted the password to the Instagram account because they were at some conference and they were trying to do some mm-hmm. engagement, whatever. So I gave her the password and I was like, well, don't post anything because if somebody sees it, I'm going to get in trouble. So she's like, oh, no, I'm not going to post anything. So I was like, all right, cool. Here's the password. So she emails me back. It's saying that I need to verify it. So look in your email and, mm-hmm. Right this time I'm going to lunch. So I'm not checking that. So when I get back so she's like sending me emails like check your email. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't see it. So I had to get on the other email that I created specifically for that account. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't on there. So I screenshotted it from my phone to her to let her know that it's still not in the spam. I'm checking. It's not there yet. So I'm like going through my email. I'm going through my Outlook. I'm going through my Gmail. I'm going through all these emails, mm-hmm. right? And like maybe an hour later, I see it in my Outlook. Mm-hmm. So I send it to her. And so that's where it stems from. She's like, oh, I can't believe this kind of shit right here. It just pisses me off. Like, I don't understand why the fuck. She's such a bitch. And I'm just like, bitch, don't nobody care about that goddamn Instagram account. Girl.
When was this message left?
On last month. And I just found it.
You can't even you've been nice to them since then.
But it's been awkward. Like every time I see her, it's always like this awkward, like, hey. Like, hey.
Are you gonna tell her that you have her message?
I asked 2 people about it that like have.
I think you should forward it to her.
I've asked 2 people about it that like work in government, and I asked them their thoughts on how do I approach the situation, because number one, I hate passive aggressive behavior. Like like, come on, man, if you got a motherfucking problem with me, talk to me.
Nigga, nuck if you buck.
Nuck if you fucking buck. Okay? Don't do all that. You ain't gotta fucking fake smile at me. I got friends. I'm cool. You don't gotta speak to me. If you don't want to, though, you don't got to. But don't do all that passive aggressive shit, because that shit pisses me off. So yes, I'm going to confront the situation, and I will talk about it on the next podcast. But that's how my week was.
I think you should forward it to her.
No, I'm gonna play it for her. I want to see her face when I play the shit.
Like, thoughts? Thoughts on this?
I'm gonna be like, so this is gonna be a little awkward.
However, I just want to get some things clear. I think you should listen to this.
So this is what I found in my
last month.
But it's fine. Like, I just wanted you to know that I know that you said what you said, and it's fine. But I just want you to know.
Please let me know what happens. That's hilarious.
I will. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Hopefully she'll be at work.
Shady. You got anything popping in the city?
So nothing in the city, but something on TV, right? So
oh God, we have to go through this again.
Yes.
You're about to laugh.
So Larry David. I've been binge watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. New season just came out after years of not being on the air, and this motherfucker here is probably one of the funniest people ever in life. He gets into it with anybody, from a 5-year-old kid to a 95-year-old man. He will get into it with you. I mean, Curb Your Enthusiasm is the funniest show. So basically, Larry David was the creator of Seinfeld, and the show is centered around his life after Seinfeld. So, he has his Hollywood friends that he just fucks around with, and, he talks shit to people who park in handicapped parking spaces that actually don't have a physical disability. He talks shit to kids. Like, if a kid is in the movie theater talking, he'll tell them to shush up.
Terrible.
And then, he's just one of those guys that, like, he won't let you slide. He's not going to let you make it at all. But then he'll always end up apologizing.
Is it like a reality show?
It's formatted almost reality-like, but it's not. And then, like, I would say like 80 to 90% of it is improv, which it makes it even funnier, because
that's how he really feels. He's really aggravated.
Because he's really aggravated.
So they basically throw him in situations.
They basically throw him in these situations where it's just like, come on, Larry, you fucking up, man. He's always getting kicked out of his best friend's house because his wife is like, Larry, get the fuck out. Every episode, Larry gets kicked out of somewhere.
That's a shame.
But it's just so funny. And I think, like, that kind of comedy, I just love it. And I think you guys should watch it. It's a good time.
Where is it? Netflix? Hulu?
It's Amazon. So, and the reason why I started watching it, because Amazon charged me on my card $107, which I didn't even know about until I saw it on my...
This is their first time, or they've been doing it?
This is the first time.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know I signed up for Amazon Prime, where they bill you yearly. I didn't know that.
Oh.
So I'm thinking I'm just on Amazon, like, getting fast shipments and shit. But no, that shit's like, you put your credit card on there, and then you say, oh, okay, do you want shipment 2 days faster? Get Amazon Prime. So I'm like, okay. Click.
Oh, so you just thought you was VIP.
So I thought I was just literally VIP.
Like, my stuff come in like 24 hours.
I was like, thank you, Amazon. I love y'all, Amazon. Amazon played me.
My stuff coming in 36 hours.
Like, played me. So I'm like, man, fuck that. Fuck Netflix. Fuck Hulu. I need to literally get all of my $107 worth of Amazon Prime.
You should.
And so that's why I've been watching it.
I like Amazon Prime. I mean, I signed up so I could get that free month, but then I couldn't think of another address to use at the time. So I could get me another free month. So I just let it go.
Yeah. I actually like Amazon Prime.
Because I was watching the Playboy series on that.
Oh, yeah?
It was really good. It was like how Playboy started literally at his kitchen table, and how, you know, it was just a lot of drama that went on during
They have
Playboy.
a lot of good old movies.
I think they have Living Single on there too. I really feel like it. I feel like somebody said it was on Amazon Prime, and if that's true, I kind of.
They have Sex in the City.
Well, you get Sex in the City on HBO Go and HBO Now.
Yeah, but it's free on Prime. Like, you don't have to pay for it separately. There's some shows you have to pay on Prime separately.
Oh, because I use DirecTV Now app, so I got Sex in the City and Insecure. That's how I be watching all them HBO shows.
Oh, well, they have Insecure on Amazon Prime too.
That's good. Insecure's a good show.
It is a great show. Shout out to Issa Rae.
It was fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready for season 3.
Me too. But yeah, so you guys, I think that if you do have Amazon Prime, you should really get into, or it's probably on freaking YouTube.
It probably is. YouTube has everything.
Yeah. So I would suggest you watch that because Larry is just one of the, I wish I had a friend like Larry. Because I'd be like, man, Larry, you see that 5-year-old girl walking the street, walking across
So
the
you would
street?
egg Larry on.
I would be Larry's hype man. Because I would laugh at everything that he does.
I cannot.
And I'd be like, Larry, you know what? You're right. Handicapped people are supposed to be just in wheelchairs. They don't need to be parking if they can walk. If you can't be parking in a handicapped parking spot and you can walk.
I cannot.
Anyways, but yeah, watch the show. It's funny.
Well, this week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Adrianna Mitchell, also known as Dee. She was the stepmom to Moesha. Mo to the E to the calling it's me. I used to love Moesha.
I did too.
Like, UPN had me for years. I believe it came on Monday night at 8 o'clock. UPN had all the good shows. I used to watch them all. Homeboys from Outer Space, Malcolm and Eddie. What's the one with Kyla Pratt? 101.
Ooh.
I watched them in the house.
In the house.
UPN was that. I think Bernie Mac show started off on UPN as well. I was like, oh no, he was Fox. D.L. Hughley show might have started off on UPN. No, D.L. Hughley show the Hughleys ended up on UPN. I used to be like obsessive. UPN and WB had me. They had all the black sitcoms.
All the good shows.
They really did. But Dee Mitchell is my Woman Crush Wednesday because she was actually one of the best step parents that you can ask for. And Moesha was just a plain bitch. Like, seriously, like the first episode, you can just tell like she's on the show. She's trying to fit in. She's not trying to do too much, but she wants you to know that she still is an adult and you to respect her as an adult.
Right.
Moesha was so used to being a mama, it's like she was like competing with Dee to be the stepmama and a mama to Miles.
Yeah.
And it was just like weird. Or she was like competing with Dee for like Frank's attention. And really, Dee had like her best interest at heart. Dee knew she was messing with Q when Frank told her not to mess with Q. She brought it, and it was like one of them episodes Dee had got slick and was like, yeah, because you know when you was under the bleachers with Q, and then that's when we was like, oh, never mind. Yeah, I bet you would be quiet now, girl. And then when she got caught, when she snuck out with Ohaji, Dee knew and was like, I'm not going to tell your daddy, but you are on punishment. Every time Frank was being too hard on Moesha, Dee was like the reasonable person. Like, well, Frank, maybe you should let her go, but she can't stay out all night. Right. Well, Frank, maybe you should. She really was like on Moesha's side. Yeah. The entire time. And Moesha was such a bitch to her. And then I was watching one of the episodes. Dee didn't even change that house around until like season 2 or 3. So she was in there with Moesha dad mama stuff all them years too. It's like, girl, Dee is like, she was smart, she was fun, she could dance, she was cool, and you literally gave that girl hell for no reason. And then Moesha was just a terrible teenager. I mean, I worshipped her when I was younger. I thought she was the coolest. I loved Q and that hood love. I was here for it. But then, like, when I got older, and they played Moesha on Fuse all the time. And when I binge watched Moesha now, she was just a terrible teenager. Like, even when her daddy bought her that car, she turned down a car and said, the car's not me, I need a Jeep. Bitch, you're 15 or 16. Did you ever watch Moesha? No,
I watched Moesha, but I don't remember that.
No, so Frank, she turned 16. You remember he worked at the Dodge dealership. So he bought her like this red Dodge, brand new. She says no, she wants a Jeep and returns the car. You're 16. You don't get options.
She returned the car.
She said she didn't want it, so he returned it.
Oh.
But you know, my real life high school best friend did that. Her mom bought her like a purple like Dodge. She didn't drive that car. That car sat in the driveway. She did not drive that car at all. She got mad.
Ooh.
But like, Moesha was just she was a terrible friend to her friends. She acted better than her friends all the time, especially Kim. And then D was just, everyone liked D. She was a principal at the high school. She got Kim mama into school so she can graduate. You know, she let Hakeem come over there and eat breakfast every day. Like, she was really just a good, and she cooked enough for Hakeem. She cooked enough for Hakeem every morning because she knew he was coming. And Moesha was just a bitch. Just a terrible, terrible teenager. And she was fast. And she messed with her teacher on the low. He was a pedophile. Like, Moesha really had some bullshit. They went to Mexico that one episode for no reason. Oh, Moesha was terrible.
Wow. It's funny how, like, you watch these shows growing up, and it's like, when you watch them now, it's like, damn, they was really doing some fuck shit back then.
No, Moesha was, because really, I mean, Q clearly wasn't like, he was just a New Yorker. Looking back, he wasn't as bad as Frank made him seem. But with that being said, Moesha was like taking a car and bailing him out of jail and doing shit. Because he did. Like, one of them times she got pulled over, he ended up going to jail. She used her credit card to bail him out. Like, who does that? And there was that one episode when she got a job and she redid her room to look like a living room. And she didn't need nobody help because she was working that part-time job for minimum wage. And looking back at it, it's like, how much money were you really making, Moesha? You're 15. Like, you really, and this is the 90s. So what were you making, like $7, $5.50 an hour?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
She was just terrible. And then she stood between Miles and Dee having a good relationship, like, because she was hating all the time. And then, you know, they did Sheryl Lee Ralph wrong anyway, because like the later episodes of Moesha, Ray J came, which I could have did without Ray J coming. But when Dorian got there, they made it seem like Dorian was like Frank's nephew, but come to find out who's actually Frank's son. And Dee stayed with Frank and loved Dorian, even though this was like random. That
she's a real woman.
She was really real about it. And then that was the reason why she really walked away from Moesha, because she said after all those years of Frank being like this stand-up dad and guy and man, y'all throw this plot twist that really didn't need to be there. And it's like, we didn't need Ray J there. Like, Ray J could have just been one of Moesha's school friends. Like, y'all didn't have to make him a part of the family. So that was just weird. And, you know, Dee was just everything. They didn't deserve Dee, honestly. She was freaky. She used to do that little cat sound. Dee was just everything. And she's the original Dream Girl. She's the original Dina from the Broadway play. Really? Yep.
Classic.
She's just a good time. So shout out to Sheryl Lee Ralph. You're everything. You know, you didn't deserve a stepdaughter like Moesha. Moesha was just a terrible person. She was mean to her friends. She was terrible. Oh, she was mean to Hakeem. That one day Hakeem lights was off. She played Hakeem over that $20 and that nigga lights was off. Like, he had, like, his mom couldn't even pay the light bill. And he worrying this nigga about $20 or something.
Into the...
She was so terrible. I used to love Brandy though. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing about Brandy in the 90s. I love Brandy. I mean, who didn't? Brandy literally, in that little era of Brandy, Monica, and Aaliyah, Brandy really... They were all great. But at the time, Brandy really was racking up these endorsements like it was nothing. She was a cover girl. She had a full-out Barbie. She did that movie with Whitney, Cinderella. Yes. She did that movie with Diana Ross, Double Platinum. And both times I was sitting in front of that TV, hitting record on my VHS. Yes. She was just and never say never. I played that CD out. Yeah. Like, I still have that CD now. Like, I can't even bring myself to throw it away. Like, and I remember, like, in middle school, you could tape stuff in your locker. I had Never Say Never. I had Toni Braxton Secrets. I had Will Smith Big Willie Style, because y'all gonna put respect on Will Smith's name. Before I got into, like, hood rap music, me and Big Willie Style. Somebody
was getting jiggy with it.
I was getting na walked into Miami. I didn't need no Miami. Y'all gonna get off Will Smith. Big Willie Style was it. Like, I remember that album because somebody brought it up the other day, and I was like, yo, I played the hell out of Big Willie Style. Like, that was sad. Before I got into like hood rap. And then Trick Daddy and Trina came, and I was just like, oh, I can't, you know. Yeah. But yes, come on, Brandy, you did your thing in the 90s. I was here for it.
She did.
And her braids were everything all the time.
I mean, I always say she's the only one that can do a bob braid.
She did have a bob braid. I got questions. How many people was braiding Brandy hair? Because Brandy, change your braids a lot. Can you tweet me and let me know was it Africans doing your hair? Did you have like 3 Africans? Because you know them Africans be doing it real fast when you go into their shops.
Yeah. Or maybe it was wigs. Yeah,
you think so?
Hey, nowadays,
if Brandy was wearing braid wigs, she was ahead of her fucking time. No, now Brandy, if there was wigs, let us know that.
Yeah.
But you remember Brandy would do her braids like she'll have a swoop in the bank. Brandy used to style her braids like real bundles though. that bitch used to have swoops and bangs. I'm like, Brandy, that could have been wigs.
She's the only one and then she always wore those newsboy caps.
She did.
To the back in her bob. And it was not even just like a bob. It was like asymmetrical.
She really was out here with a swoop in a bob. Like, how? Girl, Brandy had...
I've never seen that in life.
If Brandy had on wigs, that will end my childhood. Brandy, let me know. Was that wigs? Oh, Brandy was just so adorable and so sweet. And so, hi, you guys. I mean, I heard she was a hot mess outside of that, but...
My favorite song was Sitting Up in My Room.
Up in my room.
Everything about you.
Oh my God, I was so obsessed with her.
I'm a mess for you.
She was. Come on, Wayne XL album. Yeah. That was a bop. Never Say Never was a bop. Yeah. And Almost Doesn't Count was a bop. The Boy Is Mine.
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all couldn't tell me that.
Brandy and Monica should just cut the beef, man. Make a joint album.
Yeah, that's the only Grammy they got was that Grammy together. The Boy Is Mine. The Boy Is Mine is such a good song.
It's such a
good
classic.
video. Monica is dressed the fuck down in that Boy Is Mine video.
Yes. I remember I told my mom, I said, can you make my hair like Monica? Like it's half up and it has like...
Did she have twisties? I feel like it's twisties.
It had twisties. And it looked like she had, I don't want to say she had chopsticks because she had like an
You know
Asian
what? It was chopsticks.
Something.
You didn't go through the era where y'all used to wear chopsticks?
Yes, girl.
Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Yes, I had chopsticks in my hair.
Girl, Monica was they were everything. That was a good old era because I really got into Monica with the After the Storm with the So Gone era.
Yeah,
I was obsessive about So Gone and
Gone over you.
Monica knew my whole spirit. She's like, I'm a rowdy chick. Sometimes I have to fight because my mouth too slick. Girl, I knew it. I knew that.
That's actually one of my favorite Monica songs.
But I think around that time, they let Monica for real be Monica. Because I remember originally, like when she started getting tattoos and stuff, they used to make her wear the armband. Mm-hmm. And they didn't really want people to know that she was as down to earth as she was. Because I used to read like articles about how like she'll go to the Grammys on like Friday night, but like be in the hood at a barbecue on Saturday. But I think she was signed to like Arista or she worked with Clive Davis.
Arista.
Yeah. So they were trying to make her like Whitney and Brandy and bubbly and or how Whitney's image was to us at first. So they said like she used to go back and forth with her label, like she'll do shit like dye her hair and they'll get pissed, or she'll cut her hair off and they'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then I think around that time, I think she fully was able to be 110% her. And ever since then, really, Monica...
And even her song with Keisha Cole was really good.
Yeah.
Let me be the
She's been very consistent. Everything to me... Monica's been consistent.
I really want to go to their concert. I really want to see her in concert.
Yeah, that's what they said. I think Candy Burst was like, Monica has hit after hit after hit after hit.
She is my childhood.
She's been consistent.
She is my childhood.
Yeah, she's been hella consistent. Even like now, even when I see her when I see her performances on like IG, you could just tell she's been in this industry a very long time. She has like a live band. Her stage is gorgeous. Her IG page is flawless.
Yes.
Her pictures are flawless. She loves them damn kids.
Yes.
Like I feel like I'm a part of their family. I'm like,
you feel like you're a part of everybody's family.
No, girl.
Every celebrity.
I do, because I'm right on that page. Girl, how the kids doing? I'm like invested. Like when they was learning how to swim, I was like, good job. I'm so invested on y'all IG posts. It's hilarious. But that's that. So this week, we are recovering from Friends with Benefits. Tell me why can't
we be lovers and friends?
Oh, it's a good look, baby.
It's not a good look.
They make it sound good though.
It's not a good look.
Ludacris said, sometimes I wanna be your lover, sometimes I wanna be your friend. I was like, yes.
But then you really think about it. Sometimes I want to be your lover, all right, and then sometimes I want to be your friend.
And that's where the shit gets fucked up.
And that's where people get confused at.
That's where the shit goes to hell.
You have to pick a side.
You
eventually
have to pick left or right. You gotta be white or black. Ain't no middle. Well, technically, okay. So I had one that did work out. Mm-hmm. So, and this was really like, you tell your friends to get with my friends so we can be friends situation. So it was like my homegirls and him and his homeboys, we all hung out, we all partied together, we all kicked it, we vacationed before. Good times.
Come on, vacation.
Yeah, we were good times.
Oh, you went on holiday together?
Yeah, we were turning up and shit. Like we was, we were going to Miami for a weekend. Like we was out here turning up. We was out here having a good time. So, and it was really random. Like, one random ass clubbing night after 100 cocktails, we go back to like this we go back to the hotel, and I'm like, you know how when you in that space of you're drunk, but you're not as drunk as you know you're about to be. Like you're in the car and you're gonna hit the wall because you're about to black out, but you haven't quite blacked out yet.
Right.
I was in that space where like I am shit faced, but I'm still like mobily shit faced.
Yeah.
So then I had on, I'll never forget, I think I just put this picture up on IG. I had on this gray dress and the whole front of the dress was like a zipper. So like, he was like, if I take your zipper down, your whole dress fall off. I'm like, yeah, do. But this is all in the whole.
When you had like a side swoop.
No, I had my hair was cut like Carrie Hilson's because I was obsessive about her for a while. It was like a bang with like the layers.
With the layers.
Yeah, I literally thought it was Carrie Hilson for a while. I think somebody told me I looked like her, and then that was it.
Snowballed.
That was it. It was like, what is she doing? That's what I'm doing. So he takes the zipper and he pulls it down really fast. So of course the dress pops. Like it's just because the dress is held together by this zipper that's in front of me. So then we had sex, but the thing about it, I don't necessarily remember it. Like I remember the beginning stages of it, but then of course by that time, all my Grey Goose had settled into this good old system of mine. So when I do come to, I hurry up and get dressed. So I leave the hotel, we never talk about it. And when I say never talked about it, it was never a discussion. I think we ended up hanging out like the next day. I never was like, last night. And I think because I was kind of weird, it made him weird. So he didn't say anything either. So maybe like 9-10 months go by and we sitting at a table and he was talking about some girl he was having sex with. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, man, she like top 5 of like the vaginas I've been in. Oh. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, she's cute. I hope it works out. Just haven't, because by this time, so much time had went by. We never discussed it. We never said nothing. Yeah. So finally, now cocktails are setting in again. He was like, yeah, man, because you in my top 5 too. And I was like, what? Oh. And he was like, I mean, but you acted so weird. He said you act like a white girl. I was like, what you mean I acted like a white girl? He said, sometimes, he said, I don't like having sex with white girls because sometimes I feel like they're gonna press charges on me later. he said that shit all the time. And I was just like, what? So I was like, all right. So even then, nothing happened from there. And then once again, like a random night, we did it again. I was just like, all right. And it wasn't as weird. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I wasn't as drunk either. So then randomly, and mind you, all our friends, we all hang out, so nobody knows we're doing this. So then we got inconsistently consistent, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, not that we sat down and had a plan and rules. It was like...
Did y'all ever, like, talk about, like, okay, look, this is what's gonna happen?
No. It was weirdly understood because I still was, like, I never wanted to be his girlfriend.
Right.
And I still was talking to people and still fully dating and trying to get boyfriends and all that good stuff. And he was doing the same thing on his side. So when we actually did do it, it was very sporadic. It was never all the time. It was never like twice in a month. It was very like, we in a club, I ain't got nobody, you ain't got nobody. You want to do it? Like, you want to do it today? And so we did that for like maybe a couple of years. And what I would say is, people forget the magnitude of sex. You're literally letting somebody in your body. And when you read about it, it's really like you're becoming one. So I won't say it went off without a hitch none of the times, but there had been times on my part that I did get jealous because it would be one of the things where if he had somebody and I didn't have that's not a part of the game. If I don't have nobody, you can't have nobody, so we can't be at dysfunction. That's not how these cards are being played. It only works if we both have somebody. Yeah. If we both don't have nobody, then you need to leave whoever the fuck that is at home. But if I bring somebody and you bring somebody, okay, cool, let's all break bread. What's up?
Yeah.
So it's been like maybe 2 or 3 times where I cut up, but the problem was you can't really cut up when the crew doesn't know y'all sleeping together.
Yeah, because you don't have nobody to talk to.
Yeah, so it's like, why you mad? Man, I'm mad because they messed up my burger. It's like you blaming it on everything, but what the fuck you mad about? I'm mad at the ceiling fan. I'm mad because the server got your drink order first. Like, you find anything. I'm mad because my cell phone won't charge. Like, you find any reason. But that only happened maybe like 2 or 3 times. So for the most part, it went off without a hitch. But like I said, it was we were never consistent.
Did y'all say I love you to each other?
No, we didn't do none of that dumb shit. We didn't kiss in the mouth.
Kissing them out?
No. And even like our sex was very.
Why?
Because
is kissing you too intimate?
It is very intimate. Even though your penis is in my vagina right now, that is very intimate. That is very, I feel away.
Really?
Yeah, it was never like that. It was never like spoon me afterwards. It was like your side, my side.
Really?
It was just how cookie cutter it was in a sense.
It was just very dry.
Yeah,
like
it saved us.
Yeah.
Because even like our sex didn't even get raunchy. And that was the funny part. Like one random day, like a few years back, we discussed how kind of raunchy I can be. And it was like, I don't see that side of you. But then I remember that we were having very much friend 2 or 3 position sex. Like it was very wham bam thank you ma'am. It was never no passion. It was very not you could tell we weren't giving our full selves in it. It was just something to kind of do because we ain't got nobody to fuck with.
Gotcha.
So I think that's the only reason it worked out. And that's the only reason we were able to like remain friends and,
So did you...
I talk to his baby mama now. I mean, she don't know, well, maybe she listen now.
No.
She probably still won't. I know a bunch of baby mamas. So good luck trying to figure out which one, bitch.
But I think that's so, like, I always wondered, like, how do you set those boundaries without crossing them? Because eventually something's going to...
But I think the lack of, not schedule, the lack of consistency saved it. Because you got to remember, it was never an era where it was just us and a thing. It was like I said, we probably never did it more than once every other month when the sun turned blue, but the bird flew over the horizon. Like it was like these sporadic type of situations. And the thing is, we still hung out a lot. So we had, the opportunity was there.
But y'all just did.
We just did it. Yeah. So when you do it very sporadic, and then I still had a whole life of dating and single. And if I break up with this guy, okay, cool, I'm free. He probably wasn't free all the time. I'm free. Whatever that's over there, I'm not asking. Let's commence.
Yeah.
So that was like the saving grace. Because it's not like I shut down this whole world and was just paying attention to you. Now, I did have a fuck friend or a friends with benefits that did end up like that, but that ended up being a complete fucking mess. Because then feelings got involved, and the next thing we know, we're in this relationship that's not actually a relationship, but it is a relationship, but not really. Because we skipped.
Yeah.
We were actually like really good friends. We were like arguably like, at the time, I would call him my best friend.
Right.
We had this platonic relationship where after the club, he'll come to my house and get into bed and go to sleep. Nobody touching nobody, our backs to each other. We'll wake up, crack jokes, mind our business. He told me everything I knew about he had a bunch of bitches all the time. I knew about everything. I wasn't really, well, technically I was talking to somebody. I was kind of talking to his cousin, but that's a long story.
Okay.
Shady. So, but I wasn't like in anything serious.
Right.
So, and he had like a lot of hoes or whatever. So, I always say Shantara is the reason this shit went left in the first place, my roommate at the time, because we all hung out. And to me, I didn't know he had a crush on me. It was kind of like, oh, he comes up here all the time. He hangs out with all of us. And they're like, no, he comes up and goes directly to your room. And then he hangs out with all of us. It's not like, you know, he's coming for you. We just happen to be here too. So she put that in the universe. Then I started paying attention. And then I realized I had
noticing.
Yeah, I started noticing. Then I realized I had a crush on him too. So maybe I had a crush the whole time, but I was ignoring it. So we went into it already with like crushes on each other.
Right.
And he was like my homie. Like he'll come, like when it was time to go to the club, he'll come get me out the bed at like 1 a.m. Like, now come with me, man. Get dressed. Come with me. I'll pay for you to go. Like literally, I want you to come so bad. I will drive. I will pay. I will buy you drinks. I will get you something to eat when the club is over, and I'll bring you home. And he was like that all the time. Like, no, I really want you to come. Can you come, please?
Oh, he liked you.
Yeah. Or like even when he went home to visit his family, he was like, I miss you so much. Y'all come up here. So like I visited like his fam. Like I met his family on some fluke shit one day because he just was there for like a week. And he was like, man, just come drive up. And I'm like, all right, what's up? Oh, this is good. Party on.
Yeah.
It was literally like, but the whole entire time now we like each other. So then we sleep together. So now we don't skip this whole courting phase and this whole what I expect from you and what you should expect from me.
Did y'all talk about it?
We did it, and it just got tumultuous very fast. We were like insane about this. When I slept the church's money, insanely psycho. Like it went terrible. Insanely psycho. Like that's how it was. It was like we slept together, and then I think it was okay. I mean, it was all right. Of course, because it's like the honeymoon phase. It's kind of like, ooh, we slept together, you know. And mind you, he had seen me naked before we even slept together because at one time he walked in on me when I was in the shower. Yeah. So like we had already like we were friends, and then we slept together. And then what happened was now you can't be as free with your conversation because now we know we like each other. Yeah. So you can't come to me and tell me about the bitches you just seen. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You can't tell me who calling your phone. Now I'm really, who calling your phone?
Yeah. Now who is calling your phone?
Now I'm curious. Who the fuck? And which was sad because I remember one time he left his cell phone. He had 2 cell phones. He left one at my house. And we were so much friends that I didn't even think to search his phone. Mm-hmm. I just left it on the dresser and I told everybody, yo, if you see him, tell him it's in my bedroom, go get it. So we were like friends like that. So then we slept together, and like I said, it might have been all right for maybe like a month. And I really would say, like, we end up doing that thing for about 3 or 4 years on and off. And I think the last time I seen it was like maybe like 2014, but it got terrible. We were terrible people to each other. So then you lose like your friend too.
Yeah.
And he said that. He was like, when I look back at it, you was probably one of the best friends I had, if not the best friend I had, outside of like his cousin. And then all that just kind of went to trash because we got so crazy. It got insane. But it was no boundaries, and I need boundaries.
So do you think that like people can go back?
No.
After you say like, I'm sorry.
No, because we've said sorry, but because it got so bad, when you get to a level of like, you know, they say when they go high, we go low. When you get to a level of low, it's too low. It's too low. Like you're at some point where it gets too low, where you can't come back from it being low.
Yeah.
And even if you come out of a little bit, you're still low. So if you go under 50%, you really can't get, or like 20%, you getting a 40% still not good because you're still not even at 100%. Yeah. So we were never able to be friends like that again because so much stuff had happened.
Right.
And then now, like, because at the end of the day, it was kind of like when he did some shit, it was like, but you're my friend for real. Like, why would you do that to your friend? Because then it'll be like, why would you do that to me as a woman?
And then why you're my friend.
Yeah, why would you do that to me as like the person you're sleeping with damn near every night? Why would you do that to your like damn near sometime girlfriend? But then at the end of the day, why would you do that to your friends? Why would you hurt your friend? You don't hurt your friends. Like people hurt a lot of people. They hurt their spouses. Yeah. They hurt a lot of people. People hurting your friends is just a different thing. And that's what it was just like, I'm your friend though. Like minimum, I'm your friend.
And that should be the minimum of where you should at least think of me more.
Yeah. But even like when I slapped the church's money and everybody got involved, like to me, like he had a chance to not make it go that far, but it's just like you treated me like your enemy, nigga. We were friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were best friends. We talked all the time, every day. And you technically courted me. Like, it was just some shit, like, I remember, like, he had been staying at our house forever, like, coming over, and then he was like, I need your phone number. I'm like, what you need my phone number for? You over here all the time. And then I realized it was like, oh, but, you know, when we're not together, I still want to talk to you. And it's like, okay. But then I gave him the number and just ignored the fact. But really, that was him, like, scheming, in a sense. So it's like, why would you hurt your friend? I don't know. So now we don't talk. And he's the only person out of everybody I ever talked to, messed with, dated, that if I see, I would genuinely be happy to be like, oh my God, hi. Yeah. But I think that nigga would be like, fuck you, bitch. And I would be devastated. So thank God I moved from that area. That nigga won't be in Houston no time soon.
Gosh.
Thank God. And he's the only person out of all the niggas I fuck with. I mean, he probably don't listen to this podcast. But he was the only person that, like, I will go on IG just to make sure he's well. Mm-hmm. Like, that is how much I loved him, and that is how much, like, we were friends. In a way, like, you know, you have people from your past, you don't want them to, like, die. You know, some people, like, you have from your past, you don't give a shit what's going on in their lives. Yeah. He's, like, one of the rare people that I actually would want to keep up with, because he was actually we were in a fucked up situation. We were young. We were insanely psycho about each other. It was a bunch of drama. It was a lot going on at the time as well. You know, we were super young, knew the alcohol too. That didn't help.
Yeah.
So it ended terribly. So then it's like, I lost everything. Like, we're not even friends now at all.
I think that's like the worst part about that, is that gamble of, yeah, you like that person as your friend, but damn, what if it
translate to a good relationship?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, can we still go back being cool?
Cause you know, I have a guy friend that they have told me that they like me or whatever, and I just can't do that. I can't go that route with him because I'm just terrified of what if it doesn't work, and then it will become awkward.
It will.
And
even if you can get out of the awkwardness, you're gonna have to be willing to work through the awkwardness.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of people won't be willing to work through it, because it doesn't have to be terrible. Like I said, our situation terrible. But sometimes I do think there's a point where it's like, all right, we're not a good couple, but now we have to work to be friends again. And I think people don't want to do that as well. Because that's a lot of work, usually when you're friends with somebody, it's an easy thing. You just click with a person. Mm-hmm. So to have to work to be friends, which it will require work.
Yeah.
And shifting boundaries, because our boundaries have to change again.
Oh, gosh.
So I wouldn't do it like now. Well, I don't have any homeboys I would want to date now, thank God. Because I had a big problem with dating friends. I always did. But let's, come on.
Oh, God.
It's a gamble that, especially now, I wouldn't take.
I wouldn't take it either.
And you would have to have a discussion. It can't be like a spontaneous thing.
Yeah. Like,
it would have to be like, okay. Like, I lucked out the first time with my friends with benefits, because, like I said, we still had hella separate lives outside of
But
our
I think
clique.
that works versus...
And I was young.
Versus, because I do think that works, because it allows you to not feel or care about anything. Like, you're still, both of y'all know that y'all are still getting with other people. Yeah. And especially if you don't use I love you.
Yeah, or a little kiss in the mouth. Kiss in the mouth.
I think that's what ruins it.
You don't pillow. And we didn't pillow talk about our future. We gossip. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you pillow talk and be like, I can see myself with you. And then sometimes you have pillow talk. You be like, man, you seen that nigga yesterday? That was our pillow talk. Like, they're like, nah, man. Yeah. She wilding. Did you see that outfit she had on? Yeah. Like, our pillow talk was very not about us as individuals, but about everybody. We gossiped.
Oh, gosh. That sucks, though. I think that sucks.
So that's why I said me and him still can be friends. Like I said, I'm cool with his baby mama. You'll never know. And to this day, I'm pretty sure when my friends listen to it, they'll be like, who was it? They don't even know.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's dead and gone now.
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, like randomly. Not like often. Like, and the only reason it's not as often is because then just time and moving and then careers and then, having kids. And really it was just like what happens in general. It wasn't like a whole fallout.
Right.
So we talked enough for me to comment on like his Facebook stuff.
I think that's the way to go. No kissing, no I love yous. Just have sex.
You got to do missionary, maybe doggy style. You don't show all your tricks. You can't be nasty. Don't, no licking balls.
Keep it basic.
Yeah, you gotta keep it like virginal. I just lost my virginity sex. You can't get too raunchy because then you can't.
That's the rule.
I'm telling you, because think about it now. It's like we can all be at the dinner table and you don't know that I'm raunchy as I am, because it's like, oh, we do it and your box is great, but you ain't out here, tossing fire out your mouth and busting splits on it. You gotta keep it real casual, real like that charm.
Real general.
Yeah, like you gotta keep it with the.
I think that's a good. The
position you use is the positions you learned during your first go arounds of sex. Missionary, tossing a doggy, maybe just a little bit, not too often.
Yeah, because that's a little.
Maybe ride it once every blue moon on a third.
That's really good advice.
You can't. Don't be around here trying to like
go ham, pick you up and go room to room.
Yeah, don't go room to room. Don't be trying to be swallowing kids and showing
that you down ass bitch.
Yeah, you don't need to show that. You just need to keep it real traditional. Preferably missionary and doggy style, but who am I to judge what you do in your bedroom and don't?
But even I feel like missionaries is really like intimate because they're in your face.
No, not like missionary in your face. Missionary like his head is on your shoulder. Yeah.
You're not looking at each other.
Ain't really looking at each other, but he there. And not missionary, not like missionary where you put your knees to your ears and shit. Not that freaky shit. You keep your legs spread it down. You gotta keep it real classic. I'm talking about classic sex. I'm talking about, Wonder Bread sex.
Wonder Bread.
Yeah, you girl. And then even when you like no nasty talk, don't be like deep in it and all that freaky shit you like to say. Leave that at the door. You moan in a deep T-Boss voice or Tony Braxton voice, and you keep it going. None of that. You in it. Don't talk. You in it. Go deep. All that. Leave that where it's at. Can't do all that, girl.
That's solid.
That I'm telling you.
Solid
that you want to
advice.
keep your friendship. You can't let your friend know that you nasty, and you can't do it all the time on top of all of that. Like y'all be trying to see. Y'all get greedy.
Fucking advice.
That's what happened. You get greedy, and I know that from the second time. You can't get greedy. You can't. You want to do it all the time. You can't. That was a problem.
Dog.
We did it once, and I was like, I want to do this shit again.
Yeah,
you can't have them thoughts.
Have
you gotta. Even if you had them thoughts, you gotta look at the calendar. Okay, today's December 13th. Okay, we can't do it again to January 17th. You gotta always
spread that shit out.
You always spread it out. You gotta always be on your mind, man. And let me tell you, and some nights the goose might hit you right sometimes. The goose do make you loose, but you gotta still keep it cute, keep it mute, and keep it classy.
That is solid.
And get dressed once it's done. Don't be waking up naked. You got to do it, get dressed, and go to sleep.
Don't. So basically.
Telling you.
Put your clothes on.
At least put on a big t-shirt and some drawers. That's it.
Don't sleep naked.
Don't sleep naked. Don't wake up. That's too
intimate.
That's too intimate. I mean, granted you was just naked, but going to full sleep naked and waking up in a nigga there, that's too much. And don't kiss in the mouth. I stand by that.
That is a rule.
That is a rule.
To having a friend's benefit.
That is how you
don't fucking
want to
kiss
keep
in
them.
the mouth. If you want to keep them.
That's what you do. You want that friend to be your friend for life. You can't be too nasty. Your friend, you can't scramble eggs and have brunches with the homies and the homegirls and he know what you like.
Yeah.
Especially if you raunchy.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's some stuff people do that the world don't need to know that you're doing. It's like secrets. Like sometimes, you have a freaky friend.
Yeah.
But you don't know all your friend business. Because your friend's not probably telling you 110% of what they do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
And I don't.
I don't.
Know. If I have a question, I might ask you. But for the most part, I don't really want to know what you're doing in your room. That's your business.
Yeah.
So your friends with benefits can't really know your full potential.
Damn, man.
Because then they get a little possessive. Because let him find out that you're around here sucking balls and let people nut on your forehead. He don't want you to support nobody else either because you're too nasty. People don't be wanting a little nasty freak to spread the love.
God damn.
So you gotta keep it cute and on milk.
That 2018, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better.
You gotta be real strategic. Can't you know I can't lift my leg? What? What? What is that?
What?
What's
Turn
that?
around.
Turn around. What?
Pull my hair.
What? Bitch, what? You can't let nobody pull your hair. Don't let them smack your ass. They might fuck around and slip up and do it. But you have to change your position. You got to make sure. Then you have to go back to missionary. You can't. I'm telling you.
That is the rules for 2018.
Don't whisper sweet nothings.
Come on, Ebony. Ebony said a word today.
I'm telling you.
She said a word today.
Don't whisper sweet nothings. I'm telling you can't be too nasty.
Don't ask whose pussy is it.
Don't ask whose pussy this is. You better ignore that question or you better say mine. You got two choices. Ignore it or say mine. As in mine. As in yours. As in
your
you
vagina.
On your vagina.
You on your vagina.
You don't ask him how it feel. You don't ask him who the best. And then you don't let him do too much. You know all that freaky shit where you be letting people pull out and you put it in your mouth. None of that. Can't do none of that. If you're going to give head, you give head at the beginning. And then you go into the sex.
Come on, rules.
And then they come and then you go about your day.
Yeah.
That's it.
So should you spend the night?
You can, but you need to stay on your side of the bed. Because sometimes you just like buzz, so you don't need to drive home. So,
right.
But you need to stay on your side of the bed. And the second you wake up, because most people wake up.
And then they like to linger.
Yeah, like when I don't sleep in my own bed, I pop up anyway. Mm-hmm. So when you pop up, you get your shit together and roll. All right, then.
So no spooning?
No, bitch, spoon. Where? The only spoon I know is the spoon in the kitchen. What? You don't do that shit. That's why I fucked up on the second one. We spooning and sweet nothing and,
Y'all looking at each other.
Like in the eyes and shit. Like we deep in the pupils and it's like he's caressing my hair and telling me I'm the most beautiful girl in the world and shit. That's what we fucked up.
That's what we fucked up.
We'll have sex and watch Love Jones and talk about how fucked up Love Jones is and shit.
My God.
We was around here.
Y'all was naked.
We was naked in bed. You goddamn right. Eating McDonald's and shit. No, you don't do all that, girl. You got to get your shit and go. Sunrise. It's morning.
7 a.m. Get up.
Yeah. Get the fuck up.
Get your shit and get out.
Nah, none of that laying in. You know, some people like to nut and lay in it. No. Pull out. Gonna take that condom and use a condom every time, because y'all really be thinking it's something about uncondom sex that is different from condom sex. It's something about that closeness. It's something a little different about you potentially letting somebody get you pregnant or give you AIDS. It's something different about that sex. It's something different when you okay with Russian roulette with your vagina. That's different.
So true.
It is. Because I personally am like a condom psycho. Like, I be drunk as shit, like, feeling to make sure the condom's on. Because I got tricked one time with the weight. Open the condom, but then put it on. No shame. That's my second friends with benefits. He tried me. He did.
Oh, wow.
But then by the time he did it, we was already all in anyway. So by the time I realized it, that just became the thing. We stopped using condoms.
It's always it's like a tipping point. It's always that one time that you just say, let me just say,
if I'm gonna die, you never think. No, and what's the fucked up part about that is you definitely know. But the fucked up part about that process is maybe you didn't get nothing, so you should. But my thought process at the time was like, well, if I got it, I got it. So let's just do it 1,000 more times. Like,
it's always that one time.
It's always that one time.
That fate.
Nah, and he knew that though, because I'm very. I told y'all how
like people. I don't know. I think people play on that. Like, let's just. I'm gonna just try it.
No,
just try it.
Because I had got really anal too. Because y'all got to remember that senior year when I lost my virginity, I had got chlamydia from that boy. So I was like down. Like, I was afraid that I was gonna catch something else again. So I was very like anal about like condoms and like, you know how niggas try to play you and they be like, well, I ain't got no condom, so I guess we can't do it. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, they always try to. But then they find a condom when you say, okay, I mean, I do got one. Oh, bitch, you had one 5 minutes ago. So yeah, you gotta make sure you keep a condom on too. It's something different about that Russian roulette with your vagina that you can't come back from. When they raw dog you, something delicious doing on the raw dog. I don't know what type of fuses or what type of chemistry that is, but y'all ain't gonna convince me uncondom sex versus condom sex. It's a difference. So your friends with benefits should not know how you feel without no condom on. Y'all
Girl, say that word. That is a word.
I'm telling you, because that's what me and that other boy fucked up at. That condom came off, and that was just a wrap. That was a wrap for years. Years, my nigga. Years. It was done. It's just like, damn, I got it now. Whatever.
Oh well.
We in this together.
We in this together. We going to the clinic together.
We in this together. So no, you keep that condom on, my dear, and you don't all that extra shit. Well, pull out and let me finish. No, don't ever finish in your mouth either, girl.
That is so, Ebony. You said a word today.
I'm here to help.
That is a word.
I'm here to help people have friends with benefits without no issues.
I mean, cause it's okay, but as long as there's like boundaries and both of you guys communicate in a sense where.
Everybody know everything.
Everybody knows.
And you still got to fully be out here actively dating. See, that was the other part on that second situation. Everything got shut down on my side. I mean, not his. But my whole world shut down. Oh, he still was just a hoe in general. So everything on my side was shut down. I ain't really see nobody. I remember the one time some guy came to our building to pick me up. This nigga was on the balcony looking like the Incredible Hulk, like he wanted to say something to me. And it's like, what the fuck you gonna say? Like, you getting caught with hoes every week. It was like that. Terrible. Wow. I stopped everything. Everything was like done. And he knew that too. And then he used to feed into it. Yeah. And he knew it was over. So then like little stuff, like I remember my phone rang at 2 a.m. This nigga act like he wanted to have a heart attack behind that shit. And the shit I was so fucking petty. Really, I just put my alarm clock on so it'll play. Like, you know how you could, like back in the day you had like you had the music you'll put on your phone. Yeah. So I set my alarm. I
still do that.
No, but I set my alarm with the ringtone I use. Oh. So he thought my phone was going off, but really it was just my alarm.
Oh, so you had a ringtone.
Yeah, it was a ringtone going off. And this nigga about had a fucking cow when my phone was ringing like at 2 a.m. So no, you gotta, it be have rules and stipulations, child. Somebody call that nigga phone and he your friends with benefit, you supposed to be chilling. Oh, do I need to leave? Okay. You need to be happy to go. And you need to not feel no issues about leaving. Like, oh, wait. Or like your friends with benefits, you should feel comfortable. Like if somebody call, you should want to be quiet. That's your friends with benefits. You shouldn't want to ruin what they have because you should be looking for something to have with somebody else as well. But when y'all start having uncommon sex and kissing in the mouth, it all goes to hell. Why are you laughing? I'm dead ass, man. I lived through this.
I know.
Twice.
I'm laughing because that is the most accurate fucking thing that you said.
So,
it is like beyond accurate.
To recap, before we go, kids.
Rules and lessons.
Rules and lessons. 1, don't have uncondom sex with your friends with benefits.
Don't have uncondom sex at all.
At all. Don't play Russian roulette with your vagina, child. But for sure,
not with your friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits. And then if y'all having sex more than twice a month, you're doing too much. Okay? It needs to be 12 months in a year. Y'all need to have sex.
So every week is too much.
Every week is too goddamn much. That is you're doing the most. That's abundantly. That's abundance. You need to have sex like every 60-something days. So y'all really need to only have like sex 6 or 7 times within the year. Woo. Y'all can't be it. Because the thing is, if you're having sex 6 or 7 times in a year and y'all both still actively dating and talking to other people, you still getting sex. You just ain't getting all that sex from him or her. Yeah. So save yourself. And don't be too freaky. Don't be bringing out your toys, that bedroom candy. Leave that shit at home. Don't let people take pictures, all that extra freaky shit y'all like to do. Cause you have that one night when you with somebody do like, I'm gonna put it down. It's about to be on. I'm about to show him what I made up. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Girl, just give him bare minimum.
Give him something he can feel. Okay? You don't need to get an A+ in this class. A B- is good. A C is average. Yeah. So B- is actually me being nice. So yeah.
Good lesson.
I'm here for it. Take it from me, girl. Don't do it to yourself. Okay. Keep that condom on. And get out of that train of thought. If he take the condom off, don't say, oh, well, I got it. Because you might not have it. You might not have it. So you can use the condom the next time. Yeah. You might still be free and negative on all fronts. So that train of thought.
You gotta kill it. Kill it.
Ain't really where you supposed to be at, girl.
Kill it.
But who am I? I'm just a person out here trying to figure my shit out too. But that is it, my dear friends.
Oh, that was a great show.
I'm just trying to help. That's all. So Did you? Okay, so did you change your IG name?
I changed it back.
Okay, let me tell you how. Let me tell y'all. So one day I was minding my business, like I genuinely like to do, and I get a text from Adrianna saying I changed my IG name, and I was like, "Oh, okay, did he?" So then she texted me back 5 minutes later. I texted back. I said, "What the fuck, Puffy?"
Like I was in a mood, and I was thinking I need a change.
So your IG page was.
So I wanted to recreate myself, but then I realized I don't want to recreate. What the fuck? Like what the fuck?
You could have just deleted your pictures and started over. That's what I did.
And so that's kind of what I started doing.
Okay.
Was I started deleting pictures and kind of like doing something different.
Okay.
Creating a strategy within my
more sense.
Instagram.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
But my first irrational thought was to change my name.
Okay.
Because I thought it would change
the page.
But it
changed the name.
It just changed the name.
Okay, well, she's still Miss Cool _ the letter in the city. I am NatoyaEbony, even though my page is blank because I deleted all my pictures because I needed a change. And we're Recovering Party Girls on IG, on IG and on Facebook. Party Girls Pod on Twitter. Our email address is recoveringpartygirls@gmail.com. And if you want to send us some letters, it's recoveringpartygirlsletters@gmail.com. Be good out there, friends.
And one quick shout out to Crystal Finch. So
hello, Crystal Finch.
She regrammed our post. She was binging at work.
I seen that, girl. Thank you so much.
And just want to say shout out. She texted me and she said the episode of Daddy Issues, recovering from Daddy Issues, was very. She related to that a lot. So
we're here to help.
We're here out here touching the masses.
Yeah, we are out here. Daddy issues, friends with benefits issues. We got you covered over here.
Yes, yeah.
So,
but yeah, shout out to Crystal. You get free tickets to the show when we do our live show.
I feel like it was something else I was supposed to tell these people, but I can't remember. So hopefully next week I will. What was it? Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. But friends, be safe, have fun. It's the holidays. Listen to some Christmas music. Get your life. Slay.
Slay.
Slay. Bye, guys.
Toodles.